Hey folks, it is day two. Day two of the 12 days of Christmas. Lori, nice to see you here. Glad you're here. Marianne made it again. That's great. Thanks everyone. I see a lot of people coming into the room. Glad that you're all here to join me for the second of the 12 days of Christmas Tarot Epiphanies. Terry, good to see you. Annette, good to see you. Okay, so here's what we're doing. Every day of the 12 days of Christmas, that's from the 26th of December until January 6th. Hey, Heather, nice to see you here. Rogerio, glad to see you again. What we're going to do is pull one card in search of a tarot epiphany. That could be something that you see in a card that you've never seen before. Having the card speak to you in a way that it never has, or giving you information, something that you haven't thought of before, or looking at something a little bit differently. So if you have your cards with you, I'd like to ask you to pull a card, let us know what you got, and share your insights about it. How does it bring an epiphany to you? Kathy, glad to see you. Neil, good to see you. A lot of people who were here yesterday are here again today. Let's see if we can all make it for 12 days. Now, another fun thing about this exercise is the idea of if you have a card each day for 12 days, you can keep track of that and put it together. So at the end of 12 days, you have this 12 card reading. And that's a very interesting thing. All right. What I said I would try to do too, we'll see if I can actually manage this, is to use a different deck each day. Yesterday, I started with Morgan Greer. Today, we are working with Crystal Visions Tarot. So, let's get right to it. I'm going to pull one card and look for an epiphany within it, which I will share with you. If you have your cards with you, go ahead, pull a card, share the epiphany that you get from that. If you don't have your cards with you, go ahead and ask, and I'll try to pull a card for as many people here as I can. Again, we are looking for an insight, something you've never thought about before, a way you've never seen the card before, something in the card you've never seen before, or something about life that you've never seen before. This is 12 days of Tarot Epiphanies. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, let's see. Okay, Four of Swords. My card today is the Four of Swords, and I love this image. And what I'm seeing in it that I've not seen before is how she is holding a sword while she sleeps. And that makes me think of that, what was that Metallica song, Sleep with One Eye Open? The idea that, very often the Four of Swords is about healing. It's about retreat. It's about meditation. And in the language of tarot, swords is about our thoughts and our beliefs. And the idea that she is in this place of repose, but she is still holding a sword. I don't necessarily see that as a weapon per se. I see it as the truth. So something I've never seen before in this particular card is this depiction of how we can find and hold on to the truth in our own meditation. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Annette, I'll get to as many of you as I can in order. And so we'll start with Annette. What is a tarot epiphany for you today? The Three of Wands. I always see this as a card of success, of first success. The epiphany here for you may be that there are ways in which you have not believed in yourself, or have not been able to envision your success. This card suggests your need to envision your success. Harsha, nice to see you here today. Okay, here is your tarot epiphany. The Seven of Cups reversed. There are many things trying to confuse you. You know your truth. Do not let anyone take you from the path of your truth. Hey, my good friend Maureen, so nice to see you. I hope your holiday was good. Let's see what we got for you today. What is a tarot epiphany for Maureen? The Hierophant. And this is so perfect for you, just what I know about you. Because you are a person who really enjoys the practice of traditions. And I know you did a traditional Christmas Eve. And, you know, this card to me, and maybe this is not a huge epiphany, but recognizing the new growth that can come from the practicing of old traditions. How we find new insights and new understanding when we do something that is traditional. So that's for you, Maureen. Okay, Kathy, here is your card, your epiphany. Martha Vink, nice to see you here. All right, for Kathy. 8 of Swords reversed. Here's an epiphany for you. Whatever you're worried about, whatever you got your brain all tied up with, unnecessary. Your epiphany is that you can control some of the things that your brain is doing to you, and you can find freedom from that thinking. Okay. Marianne. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Marianne, here is your tarot epiphany for day 2. The 5 of Cups. So here's the epiphany I'm having for you in this card. One of the things I love about Crystal Visions Tarot is they have these tiny little angels. If you didn't look deeply, you would think they were just clouds. But holding these cups are tiny little angels or fairies. Look for the magical creatures around you. Find the magic in your day-to-day life. Even when you are sad, even when things aren't going your way, find the way Spirit is moving with you and find the magic in your life. Okay, that was for you, Marianne. Lori, yes, of course. Here we go. Hey, Lisa Bailey got Temperance. What are your thoughts? What comes to you about temperance? Something that you have never seen before, Lisa. I'll give you my thoughts on it in a minute, but I'd love to hear yours. And I bet you Lisa Bailey is working with her Shadowscapes Tarot. I'm going to have to make that be one of the 12 decks I use during this 12-day exercise. I love that deck. Okay. Lori. The 7 of Wands, here's your epiphany. No matter what is coming at you, you are stronger than it. You need to recognize your strength. You need to recognize your power. Okay, my good friend Neil. I always appreciate it that Neil, I know how busy Neil is, but man, you always manage to find me when I'm on live. Like if you're not here, I wonder where you are. So I thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here with us, Neil. Okay. What is your epiphany? Knight of Swords. You know, here's an epiphany. Remember how good you are with the language, and remember that for years you and I have been talking about you writing a book. This card really speaks to me today of that. Maybe the epiphany here, Neil, is 2020 might be your year to write your book. Consider it. Okay. Terry. Let's see what we got for Terry. The 10 of Cups reversed. Maybe this is about the past, maybe it's about the present, but a time when your family life or your life with the people around you has not been as happy as you would have liked. Do not let that define your experience of love and of family. You have so much love in your heart, and you are able to surround yourself with so many good people. Do not let the things that have been hurtful define what's in your heart. Okay, here we go. Apoorva? I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly. I am so sorry if I did not. Oh, and Lisa's coming back about temperance, yin and yang, keeping life in balance. Right, and always a good epiphany, especially at this time of year. You know, the other thing I would say about that card for you, Lisa, on a very practical level, this time of year, temperance can be about what we cook. It can be about the drinks we make. And my epiphany for you, Lisa, using the temperance card, is that as we come into celebrating New Year's or as we're cleaning up from Christmas, you might cook something or mix a drink or do something different than you ever have before. Don't be afraid to try something new in the kitchen. Okay, back to Apoorva. Again, I apologize if I did not get your name correctly. Here is your epiphany, the Lovers. Now, the Lovers can be a card of romance, but it's also a card of figuring out how we fit things into our lives. There may be something going on in your life where you're not sure how you're going to manage your time, your money, your energy, the different people around you. Your epiphany will be about making it all fit together so it is seamless and perfect and easy. Okay, Maya, nice to see you. Hey, Karen Reinhardt, hope to see you in Tampa at the end of the month. Actually, in Lutz, near Tampa. Okay, very good. Karen Reinhardt, your tarot epiphany. The Eight of Pentacles reversed. Do you have time off during this time of year? This really is about doing something new, doing something different, doing something outside of the daily grind. Lisa said you were spot on. I did a prime rib recipe that I hadn't done before. It came out perfect. There you go. There you go. Okay, Trisha, knit faster. Drew the Knight of Swords. He's coming crashing in. I'm not sure what to make of it. You know, very often, the Knight of Swords can be about expressing your truth, knowing what your truth is, hanging on to your truth, being strong in your knowledge of what is true and what is right. Okay, my good friend Maya. Okay, Maya has been all over the world recently working on some really interesting projects. And King of Pentacles reversed. Here's what I have to say to you. Don't look to someone else. Don't look to someone else to provide you stability and security. You can provide it for yourself. Okay, and Wendy's here with her new tarot deck. Was it Ethereal Visions? Is that the one you got? I know you told us the card. Tell us what you think. I'll give you some ideas too. Martha, my good friend Martha Vink. I have probably known you longer than any other person in this room right now. I met Martha when I was 13, and we're still friends. How cool is that? Okay, a card for Martha. Your epiphany. 10 of Wands. Martha, you are carrying a heavy burden. You carry it for a reason. It's appropriate. Others will ultimately carry it with you. Do not feel weighed down by it. Liz Moore, nice to see you. Lauren Fields, nice to see you. Heather Cooper, a cool idea. I got the moon. I used the Faulkner Tarot. It's a picture of a bright full moon and its shadow below in what looks like water. I never thought much about the shadow or reflection of the moon. Well, very interesting too, because the moon reflects the sunlight. So in that reflection, the reflection of the moon is a reflection of a reflection. And to me, that talks about how deep things can go. From there, I would sort of say, Heather, you can go deeper and deeper and deeper still. That may have to do with your own intuitive development, with your own spiritual abilities. Okay. Lauren Fields, a tarot epiphany. Yes, we're doing this for the 12 days of Christmas. Every day between December 26th and January 6th, which is the day of Epiphany, we are pulling one card to find an epiphany. Okay. The Hermit reversed. Your epiphany is not every great spiritual insight is going to come from deep meditation or deep thinking. I mean, yes, and study and all of that, yes. But it can also come out in the mundane world when you least expect it. Look for spirit everywhere. In street signs, in songs on the radio, in strangers' faces. There's your epiphany for today. Okay, Carol, nice to see you. And we're coming to the end of my available time. I'm going to get to as many people as I can. But remember, I will be back here tomorrow as well. And while you're here, if you have not, we're on my business page. If you have not hit like, do me a favor and hit like. I appreciate that because I like you too. So I hope you like me. Okay, Carol. The Wheel of Fortune. So what's the epiphany here? This asks you to look for the cycles in your life. The cycles that you enjoy, the things you do every year, the things that come back around that you enjoy, but also look for the cycles you don't like and take the opportunity to change them. Okay, Rhonda, glad to see you here. A card for Rhonda. The Knight of Wands. Rhonda, don't be afraid to have fun. It's okay to be goofy. It's okay to be silly. It's okay to have fun. And there is great spiritual wisdom in laughter. Lauren likes my deck. This is Crystal Visions. I'm going to try to use a different deck each day of these 12 days. Okay. So, Wendy, what do you think about that Nine of Wands? I call the Nine of Wands the wounded warrior. The epiphany here may be that you do not always have to be in a place where you are putting up with stuff or where you are belabored and beleaguered. It will not always be that way. That is my thought. Lynn Collin, nice to see you. Okay, Lynn. Seven of Wands. Stand your ground, know your truth, hold your position, my friend. Don't let anyone knock you off your stump. Okay. Robin Renee, nice to see you. Karen says, I'm unemployed at present and seeking how to get to the next place. So very accurate. Look forward to the meetup at Panera in Lutz. Yes, in January. It's like the last Sunday in January, I think. Something like that. We will be at Lutz, at Panera in Lutz for our tarot meetup. Hope to see you all there. Wendy says, for me, courage and faith rings true. Yes, exactly. Having just seen the new Star Wars movie, I feel like it's a message of hope. Absolutely, yes. Okay, Betty got the Six of Swords. What do you think about that? And TK got the Six of Pentacles. Lots of sixes. So speaking to Betty's Six of Swords, there is so much there about sailing towards smoother waters, about letting go of the past and moving forward. Six of Pentacles, money coming. What is the epiphany there? Very often, the more generous we are with others, the more that comes back to us. Okay, you guys, that is the end of my available time. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you are watching this in archive, thanks for being here. Go ahead and do the exercise along with us. I'll be back tomorrow. Over the next few days, I cannot guarantee what time of day I'll be showing up. It'll be when I can fit it in between stuff. And I will remind you that I work right through the holidays. So if you'd like to work with me, phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, or in person here in my Palm City office, you are more than welcome at any time. I also want to remind you that I offer tarot mentoring. Wherever you are in your tarot journey, if you'd like to move it forward, I can help you do that. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Happy holidays. I'll see you tomorrow.